Similar to, and this nonsense is still clicking, similar to, um, yeah, I do feel sorry for this virus. That doesn't change the fact that this virus is a virus. Still clicking, in this subtle, disgusting way. And so, obviously, this is also a distraction. Attention grabber, loser. So focus everywhere in these matters. The biggest problem and scum on the face of this earth. And remember, I'm not going to focus everywhere and for long these nonsense issues are being caused. When these nonsense things don't be caused, then I'll stop talking about them. Otherwise, I'm not going to be talking about them. That's why this nonsense stuff never goes away. So any form of nonsense that they're doing, victims heal and they get karma and punished accordingly because they're unjust. They cannot. It's one of those things where I mentioned, some of them are basically using one another and using everybody. They get somebody that they don't care for as nobody. They tie a bunch of people with them, and they go out and cause issues. And any form of issues that gets caused on them, then they decide with other groups to cause issues on people that cause them issues or connections. Totally unjust. That's exactly what they just try to hide, and they just got exposed for that some more. The more they continue causing issues, the more they're going to get exposed. Continue viruses, let's go. I got all day 24/8. And she just slammed some nonsense thing on the floor. She's a virus. She doesn't belong floating around. If you ask me, she belongs in prison, if not in lower dimensions, and hell. And worse. This is what the continuers are. The continuers, they don't deserve to be floating around, and they're not floating around. Only some of them are, to give people the impressions, like supposedly, nothing is changing, nothing is happening. Not even in their wildest dreams, they wish for that to be the case. So their connections are the ones that are losing because of them, and will continue to lose. And the thing is their connections shouldn't realistically be losing since they got nothing to do with these main culprits that are nobody. Why should other people suffer because of them? Because they're good game players, and they could win, and they can give rebounds to some people, huh? Psych, don't deserve to win. They can't win the wrong way. They're continuously losing and will continuously lose. Especially when they're causing issues on people. And then you got a bunch of nonsenses like them trying to give me psychology in this weird way. Like, oh, thank you, for something, for this, for that. It's like, get the heck out of my reality. I don't know you. Freaking weirdos. Worse than weirdos. You could be my source of energy. I don't care. You're a fake. Because that's what these nonsensers do. They use their own to make them feel sorry for one another, one thing, and to continue is the biggest trouble that people are doing onto themselves. Biggest. Usually the ones that they try to hide this too. Usually the continuers, not only will they be punished in these aspects, however, every single aspect before, whatever they did, anything that they were involved in, that they caused issues on, every single aspect before, and the continuation of their nonsense. And still causing issues, still clicking on the floor. It's like virus-like mentality. That's all this virus has. This type of stuff that she's doing is totally harmful. The fact that people are aware and allowing this type of stuff to happen is the problem. What they got going is they got some type of a connection going on, some type of agreement, partake agreement, all that type of stuff. Do not partake, do not agree to these nonsensers at all. They jeopardize the whole 10,000 plus years. They caused a bunch of issues. They're the least worthy, if you ask me, one of the least worthies. Okay? One of the least worthies, if worthy. And nobody should be comparing to one another because everyone's different, every scenario is different, every belief, every thought, everything is different, so no one can compare each other to anyone. Everything is different. Even if you do the same thing, doesn't matter. One may be more just, one may be less just, one might be not just at all. And the just not at all is one of these nonsensers. Or possibly the least just. Yeah, just from my overall experience and overall understanding the totality of everything. And for the duration, the long time that these nonsense have been doing this type of stuff for, they will not get my support. They should not be getting my support. They should not be receiving any form of information, not even things pertaining to them, because I don't share my stuff with these viruses. Private. The privacy goes to these viruses, to these harm cars that don't deserve a single word from me. They can't say, oh, I'm speaking about them, therefore they can have the information. Nope, they're forcing me to speak about them. So therefore, their argument is weak, just fell apart. The argument fell apart. They cannot force people, cause issues, me speaking about them, and then they say, oh yeah, we'll hear our information, or our part of the information. Nope. I don't agree, because they're forcefully trying to attain information that equals, and I don't agree. And I will not agree, because I'm in the correct, I'm in the just, and it's what the truth says, not what the liars want. Because what they want has to do based on lies, and I don't accept lies to be partaken in or to be caused in this reality, and that's exactly what they've done.